Hey guys, Jacqueline Fernandez here at the Alert Center. By now you've probably realized we do not have our earlier broadcasts, so we are doing several alerts at the Alert Center here just to kind of keep you updated with the news as the day progresses. This afternoon, want to chat about an update to the Nebraska Humane Society story. They have identified the virus that forced them to enter emergency protocols earlier this week, so it's not initially what they thought it was. So we're going to chat about that this afternoon as we gear up for our first broadcast tonight at 6:30. So if we head to our website, that's WOWT.com, you can always go there for more information on this story and several other stories as well. We'll head to this story that was just updated this afternoon. Now they say the lab results indicate the most likely cause of respiratory ailments among the shelter's dogs is pneumovirus. It's an increasingly common cause of respiratory infections in shelter dogs, but it can give way to additional complications like pneumonia. So this is something that you do want to kind of watch out for. Again, this is the story on our website. I'm going to head over to the Nebraska Humane Society's website while we chat about this. Now, the shelter describes pneumovirus as an aggressive version of kennel cough that does not respond to typical treatments, and it is highly contagious. So that's part of the issue here. Now, this primarily affects canines and presents little risk to humans and felines. So humans and cats, not a big deal for you guys. Now, as I alluded to earlier, NHS initially suspected this disease was strep zoo, and they have operated in an emergency capacity since Sunday. So adoptions and non-emergency intake have been paused since then to protect pets in the shelter and throughout the community. So NHS tells us now that the diagnosis is confirmed, though its emergency protocol will continue to be in place until further notice. So as a reminder, if you need to surrender a pet, you're urged to exhaust all efforts to rehome your pet before calling the shelter. Emergency intake does remain available, but bear in mind there is limitations. This is limited to medical emergencies, aggression, and any situation involving an injury to a human or animal. Dog adoptions at NHS remain off limits to ensure the virus does not spread to pets already in homes. Now, anyone who has adopted a pet since June 2nd is asked to continue monitoring for signs of this respiratory illness. We're talking about things like coughing and nasal discharge. If you see this in your pet, please do call your vet immediately. Metro vets are being asked to call NHS's medical team to report any suspected cases and follow-ups. So we are keeping an eye on this in the greater metro area. Now, if you find a stray and can hold on to the pet, NHS asks you to do so for the time being to help minimize potential exposure. Animal control officers can offer supplies and offer assistance handlers may need. We do have that number available on our website here, WOWT.com. So this is that number right there, 402-444-7800, and make sure you press the number 1. Now, the shelter's main lobby and cat critter adoption areas are considered green zones, so a green zone is a good thing. We'll head back to the Humane Society website. They just have the cutest photos on their website, don't they? They really do. So let's click on adoptions. Let's go to cats. So these cats are safe from contamination. The area will reopen to adoptions 10 a.m. Saturday, so 10 a.m. tomorrow morning. And to ensure staff availability for shelter dogs, cat and critter adoptions, they will be pick your price through the weekend. So look at these little cuties you can adopt and choose how much you would like to donate to Nebraska Humane Society for your new pet, which could be Sir Hot Dog here. Look how cute. 1 year and 3 months. Oh my gosh. Just love looking at these. Now, as an addendum, as we look at the cats that are available for adoption at NHS, play groups do remain suspended, but they are welcoming donations of enrichment supplies like cardboard boxes, paper bags, and training treats. Donations are welcome to be dropped off anytime during regular business hours. That's from noon to 7 on weekdays, and then 10 a.m. to 5 p.m. on weekdays. That's at 8929 Fort Street in Omaha. My goodness, look at all these cute cats. They have Coco and Captain. Oh, Velvet, beautiful. I love black cats. As you know, I'm more of a dog person, but these guys are pretty cute. Oh, look at Ollie. Ollie looks cute. That's my dog's name. Oh, Vincent. Vincent looks like he's being fed well. Look at that little guy, or big guy rather. He's Vincent. He's bonded to his best friend Opal. Okay, so they must be adopted together. 2-for-1 pricing, separate licensing where applicable. So if you get Vincent, you get Opal as well. Where's Opal? Vincent. Did we see Opal earlier? I'm not really sure. Opal, yeah. Here's Opal. Okay, so they've got to be adopted together. So Opal's a cute black cat, and then you've got Vincent the white cat. So very cute. So as I mentioned, this is an illness that affects dogs mainly, not as much humans and cats. If you want to get into the nitty-gritty here, the National Library of Medicine has some biotechnology information for you and talks about the molecular genetics and pathogenesis that's part of this pneumovirus. So all you science nerds out there, I'm sure will love this. You can kind of take a closer look how the virus attaches and how it enters into the pet and that kind of thing. Switching gears now a bit, let's take a live look outside at Charles Schwab Field. As you know, CWS is taking place right there. This makes this such a beautiful shot to just look at. A beautiful day out there, a bit hot, but not too bad so far. I'll say that. Today's a bit of a reprieve before I believe we have storms coming up on Saturday. So make sure you stay tuned for our first broadcast at 6:30 this Friday. Our Emily Roller will have an update on how the weather's looking out there. But yeah, I mean, just look, a beautiful day. The stadium looks like it's just filled. You can see the little white dots are baseball players out there. So an exciting CWS this year for 2024. And again, thank you so much for joining me at the Alert Center. I'm Jacqueline Fernandez, and we'll see you on air today at 6:30. Have a wonderful day until then.